वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहेगुरु ji ki fateh. Welcome to this segment of Khoj Gurbani, where we will be considering Pauri 10 of Jup Bani, which recites as follows: Sunay Sat Santokh Gyan, Sunay 68 ka Isnan, Sunay Pad Pad Paveh Man, Sunay Lage Sahaj Dhyan, Nanak Bhaktan Sada Vigas, Sunay Dukh Pap Ka Nas. Let's first consider the literal meaning of this passage. What it says is that the practice of Shabad brings true insight into the nature of reality and its associated qualities of contentment. Sunay Sat Santokh Gyan. Possessed with this knowledge, practitioners of Shabad do not see the need to make pilgrimages to far-off places, because they've come to recognize that true pilgrimage consists in washing the mind, which requires patience, and the true knowledge of Shabad, Sone 68 ka Isnan. Similarly, the repeated reading of scriptures is viewed as futile and counterproductive, because the essence of knowledge is lost. Moreover, the knowledge of scriptures tends to lead to fruitless debate and intellectual arrogance. True honor really comes from true knowledge. And the practice of Shabad alone, Guruji assures us, will result in Sahaj, that spontaneous state of mental and spiritual balance where the ego does not intrude. Sune lage Sahaj Dhyan. And this is the way of the practitioners of Shabad who live in a state of perpetual boom. Nanak Bhakta Sada Vigas Sunaya Dukh Pap Ka Nas. So we see that in this passage, Guruji continues with his alliteration of the term Sunay, the art of attuning to the inner self through Guru wisdom. As in the previous Pauris, he repeatedly emphasizes the point that it is only through the practice of Shabad that one achieves the goal of being Satyara, or truth realized, that is, of becoming attuned to Hukam, Sat Santokh Gyan. Contentment, Santokh here is a signifier of Hukam. Ordinarily, we understand contentment to mean being satisfied or accepting things as they are, but the real import here is that the cosmic process executes as it is commanded or willed by the Absolute, accepting the bounds of Hukam. Guruji is also making a distinction between the scriptural knowledge that the Brahmin and the Pandit is proud of, Pad Pad Pave Man, as opposed to the Guru wisdom that comes from the practice of Shabad. Where scriptural knowledge may bring worldly accolades, the knowledge that comes from Guru wisdom spontaneously arises from within, bringing about a state of expanded awareness, which he calls Sahaj, Lagi Sahaj Dhyan. This state of awareness and mindfulness is described as a constant burgeoning of the mind and is open to Bhagats, or those who attune to the word of the Guru. So in conclusion, what we'd like to do is dwell a little further on the idea or the notion of Shabad, which we touched on briefly in our previous segments as well. So we noted that at one end of the spectrum, it is the word, the unwritten law, the unspoken language, the sound of silence, which is too subtle for the physical senses of the ears to grasp. Yet this sound in its fullness is in everything, although its manifestation may vary. It reverberates in each one of us. Guru Nanak, in a response to the Siddh yogis, asserts that the sound principle abides in us. Though indescribable, yet I find it eminent everywhere. So in the individual, Shabad exists as the eminent inner voice of Akal Purkh, the timeless one. This voice is referred to in Sikhi as Guru or Satguru. An individual in whom this voice finds its fullest expression is also called a Guru or Satguru. When this expression of the Shabad is articulated in the form of words, as in the Sikh scripture, the Guru Granth Sahib, it is called Bani or Gurbani. Note that Sikhs refer to their scripture as the manifestation of the eternal Shabad Guru that found expression through the person of Nanak, the Guru. So the import of the Guru Granth Sahib is not so much in the physical words themselves that are printed on a piece of paper, because, as Gurbani says, these words will fade away, but its true import lies in the message behind the words, which point to the Shabad that does not decay. More on this in our next segment. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.